Hey, this is Dan coming at you with a playthrough of Darius Gaiden. I don't know much about this game, but I'm here with Ryan, aka Oriinofthewoods. Do you still use that channel?
No, not in years, dude.
Okay. So we weren't able to get the other controller working. Normally this is like two-player co-op type thing. So did you ever play like any arcade games growing up?
Oh yeah, I played really boring arcade games though. Like I played things like Mortal Kombat and all the other ones everyone else played. I think the most fun one I played was whenever I was able to find like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle tournament one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that one was fun. I like that a lot.
Isn't that the fighting one?
Yeah.
Because they also have the beat 'em up one from Konami, I think.
Oh, I thought that was the beat 'em up one, the side-scrolling beat 'em up one where you gotta clear the screen and keep going.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that was the one I would play every once in a while when I found it. Other than that, I played stuff like, I actually really liked those like Area 51 shooters.
Okay, yeah,
I liked those a lot.
I played that a lot.
There was something in my childhood about the reload that stuck in my head. And
Yeah.
it just
Did you ever play the Simpsons beat 'em up?
no, I didn't know there was a Simpsons beat 'em up.
Yeah, it's similar to the Ninja Turtles one. I think it's also from Konami. And I played that a lot at a pizzeria when I was growing up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know that the big arcades that I really went to when we had them was Tilt in the mall, and then which was a pretty decent sized arcade for the time.
Yeah.
And then we had the arcade in like Little Caesars that had a couple of random racing games.
Yeah.
And then there was the one in the Rights Union that had the Initial D one that you could get like a player card for.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't play it at the Rights Union. There is a place down south called Boomers that would it was just like a kids like entertainment. You know, they had mini golf there and laser tag and all that. And I do remember Initial D being there, and I think I played that a few times, but I never had the card. So did it print out a card, or how did that work?
Oh, I never had the card.
Oh, well, yeah.
No. I had one once. Yeah, it would just slide one out.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, and I had one once, but I don't remember how I got it or what you have to do. But I remember having one and then never using it again. Like I think I got it. I got it one of the last times I played it.
Okay.
Before they took it out of there.
Oh, that's lame.
There was a period of time I think that the arcade that it wasn't even open. You couldn't like go in or do anything. Or maybe it was only bowling was open or only pool was open or something.
Yeah, because when I went to the Rights Union, I think there was just only a few things open, and I do remember bowling and then like billiards, and that's it.
Because the arcade section used to have the Initial D games, Dance Revolution, stuff like that everybody played. But yeah, I don't know. I guess after Tilt, there weren't too many actual real big arcades. Not in town, at least.
After like mid-2000s, they were dying out a lot. There is an arcade in Miami called Arcade Odyssey that I really want to go to eventually, but currently they're closed due to COVID.
Yeah.
I'm doing terrible here.
Better than me, probably. I think the closest thing to having an arcade again in years, at least a decade, is the barcade.
Yeah. Like the barcades are kind of like the revival, in a way, of a lot of the arcade type stuff.
Yeah, and I like how they had it sectioned. It was like, at first it was all the pinball machines were downstairs, well, most of them. And then the second floor was arcade cabinets, fighting games and Area 51.
Yeah.
And that little air hockey thing we play.
I think they had like skee ball there too.
That's on the third floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, skee ball. The only things that were up on the third floor was a big bar, skee ball, a Pac-Man machine, and two little, like, casino style tabletop players.
Yeah.
That was it. Everything's pushed up against the wall. And the rest of it's just open floor for the bar.
Yep.
But, yeah, that was the closest thing I've gotten to going to an arcade in a very long time. When I went to visit my family in Connecticut, which was once or twice a year, there was an arcade in there. They had a mall that was like 3 floors.
Dang, really?
The mall was massive, man.
It's kind of like Sawgrass Mills down
like
south.
that. I swear it's called like Wiregrass or something. I don't know what it's called. But it's something like that, yeah, but it's massive, man. And there's an arcade there. And the arcade there is about the same size as the one we used to have here in the mall.
Okay. Yeah, that's a decent size.
Yeah, it's pretty big. And, you know, oh man, I'm sorry, just thinking about the arcade we had in our mall. What year did that have to be? That was in the 2000s.
Yeah, when it was still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that first window when you're walking up to it? From inside the mall, right in the window there was VR. But it was like way old 2000s VR that you would pull down onto your head.
That might have been like before I moved here.
Oh man.
But I believe you, yeah.
Yeah, it was like big, massive, like just construction equipment looking thing with this helmet you pull down onto your head.
Well, now they have like VR stuff.
Yeah.
In malls now.
Yeah. Well, we have a place in our mall in Georgia called Cool Place, and you can go there and play tabletop games, retro games. They have a bunch of like PCs hooked up, and then they have 3 taped off areas where you can do VR.
Mm-hmm.
And you do it by the hour.
It's got to be expensive.
It's not bad. It's like $10, $5 to $10 an hour or something. $5 to $10 a session. But there's like certain things, like $17 gets you a 2-hour session.
Yeah, because I've seen in malls now they have like standalone VR units. I don't know if they're like roller coaster rides, like virtual roller coaster, but that's kind of what it looks like.
They have one at we have a place where I live called Fun Park. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like Funworks here. It's a bowling alley. There's a golf cart course. There's batting cages, mini golf.
Kind of like Boomers then, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. And they have a VR thing inside where it's like you sit down in a chair and you put the goggles on, the headset on, and then you it's like riding a roller coaster, but the seats move and there's little wind things that blow on you.
That's dope.
But there's a giant screen in front of you, so everyone who's not playing can see what you're seeing.
Right.
But you're like leaned back in a seat, and it's 2, and it's like on a little actuator or whatever, little motions thing. Can't think of the word.
Did you ever go to Busch Gardens?
Yeah.
Did you ever ride Akbar?
No.
That's kind of like what that was. It was like an Egyptian-themed virtual...
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I went to Busch Gardens. I grew up going to Busch Gardens.
They got rid of it early 2000s.
Oh, then I probably didn't ride it yet. Yeah. The only thing I did in the Egyptian area, more times than ever, was the Haunted Lighthouse.
I think that's still there.
That 4D show. I never rode the roller coasters because I'm not a roller coaster person.
Oh, yeah, and it's not really... not a whole lot to do there then.
No, I rode like little rides, and I did the Rhino Rally and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
I heard they're bringing back Gwazi, like as a steel coaster, and they're calling it Iron Gwazi.
Iron Gwazi?
Yeah, because it was originally wooden.
It was originally wooden.
Yeah. Did you ever
the
ride
Dueling Dragons or something? It was that wooden ride that like there were 2 coasters on separate tracks that rode next to each other.
Yeah, but it was a lion and a tiger.
Yeah. Gwazi, yeah, or Gwazi.
Gwazi with a G.
I think I remember that now. It was right next to it was this water balloon catapult thing you could do. You remember that?
Yes, I do actually.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I don't think I ever did that, but I do remember seeing it.
For a long time, I was far too young to be able to pull the thing back. And then when I was old enough to do it was boring.
Yeah.
But my mom and I did it once, I think. Was it my mom and I or my grandmother and I? Whatever. But we did it once. It was fun.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, they had an arcade there too, right in the middle. It was like in the bazaar or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I think I remember playing like DDR there one time.
I was obsessed with the air hockey.
Oh.
I was a pretty proficient air hockey player, if I do say so myself.
Nice.
I was one of those people that could smack the puck really hard, make it bounce all over the place, and I knew exactly where it was, and it would just confuse people.
Dang.
Yeah, and then I got older, and my response time got worse, and I'd smack it hard and go right back in my goal, my thing, and I'd lose.
Yeah, that can really backfire on you.
That, or I used to go to skate station here, and I would do the air hockey table there, and they would ask me to please not smack the thing around.
Right.
Okay. Do you remember they had Hydro Thunder? That was the game I wanted to mention.
That's a great game.
That's an incredible game, dude. I don't know. There's a lot of great arcade. It's hard to narrow down an arcade game from my childhood.
Yeah.
Literally, if I had to narrow one down of which one I think I may have played the most, it's definitely got to be one of those Area 51 type games with the little gun. I just always loved it.
Yeah, I put a lot of time into that game too. I may have actually beaten
You
it.
and I, yeah, I think you beat it at the barcade once.
Yeah.
We kept popping quarters in and ended up making it all the way through the game.
We either beat it or we got like really far in it.
Yeah. I swear we beat it though.
Yeah.
One of my, he's not a neighbor, he's in a neighboring neighborhood, but one of the guys I live close to in Georgia, he has a pinball machine in his living room. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. He has a pinball machine in his living room. And it's pretty cool. It's, I don't know, it's like some dystopian cyberpunk themed thing with really crappy quality music in it.
Is it older or newer?
It's older.
Okay.
It's got to be from like 99, 2000 or something.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really good. It lights up really cool, and it's got a lot of blacklight in it, which is cool. And it's fun to play, and it's not too hard. But the audio, I think something's wrong with his audio. So he usually has it like really quiet.
Right.
But you can still hear like the pinging and the ringing of like your, when you rack up points, when you hit the bumpers and stuff. But other than that, there's not a lot of noise that comes from it.
Yeah, a lot of those older pinball machines require a lot of maintenance.
Oh yeah, no, he bought it used from some. I think there was actually it was like a car dealership. It was like a family-owned car dealership that was going out of business in town, and he happened to have gotten his stepson or half. I don't know who it is. There's a kid at his house. They got a car for there before it closed down. And when it was closing down, he went in there and was like, "Hey, what did you guys ever do with that pinball machine?" And the guy's like, "Oh, it's sitting in my garage. I'm trying to sell it, actually." And he was like, "Oh," and within like an hour, he bought it.
Why would a car dealership have a pinball machine?
I don't know. It was a real jank side of the road Georgia car dealership with like half of the lot was cars you would not want to open the door of. Like,
dang.
Real low budget.
Desperate people.
Like trying to get away with murder type, pick up a random car thing. Yeah. Here's $500, let me leave with a Camry type thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about as much as I can give you on the topic of arcades. I just don't remember too many of them because when I went to them, I was really young.
Yeah. Same.
We just unfortunately lost that stuff towards the end of our generation.
This looks serious.
It's like, it reminded me for a minute of the opening scene of Star Wars when the ship slowly crawls in. All you see is the pointed end, the pointed front of it. even though that doesn't, I can't tell what that's supposed to be.
Is it like, do you mean like the Star Destroyer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The very first shot is like the point of the Star Destroyer coming in. Or maybe it's the new movie. They mirrored it pretty well to the old movie, but...
Yeah. They borrowed a lot of the cues from the old stuff with the newer movies.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. But yeah, this actually looks pretty intense.
Yeah. It's no joke.
So you're like trying to beat just portions of him at a time?
I guess. Kind of just whittling away at him.
So like, was this an arcade game?
Yeah. It said it was from 1994.
That was my next question, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got almost... I don't know, I hope this makes sense. It's got almost like Metroid quality boss fight.
Kinda. I could see that.
Maybe it's just the space and
The setting.
the setting and explosions.
Yeah.
That's unfair. There's no way you could have avoided that.
Yeah, a lot of these arcade games are like, they're cheap because they're quarter munchers, you know?
Oh, yeah. That was the thing, too. The guy with the pinball machine, he, for the longest time, he had it for like 2 or 3 months before he figured out, before he was able to get it to where you could just play it without putting a quarter in.
Like
So,
free play mode?
yeah. So he always had the little door unlocked, and there was there was a quarter there. So you would just put the quarter in, drop it, take the quarter out, play, and when you needed it again, you throw it back in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the only way you could do it. So you didn't have to keep putting quarters in. But every once in a while, you'd have like a barbecue. This is before like COVID got
Really bad.
all stupid.
Yeah.
He'd have like barbecues, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 people. Not massive, but enough. And people would come in, and when he'd have a barbecue, he'd close it and lock it until people bring their quarters.
Oh.
Yeah. And we did, too. We'd sit there in his living room and play it. It's fun.
Nice.
He kept saying he was going to put it in his office, but the way our places are, his office is upstairs.
Right.
And we were like, nah, dude, just...
That would be a pain carrying it up.
Just leave it. Just leave it where it is. His office is now a nursery, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing he didn't go through all the trouble, or ask us to go through the trouble of...
Yeah, the pinball stuff, it just takes up so much space.
It's a pretty decent sized machine. I don't want to assume they're all the same size. But it's a pretty... It's not massive is my point. It's...
Yeah, but it's still hard to, like, move.
Oh, it's heavy. Oh, it's so heavy. And it's like wobbly. Like some... Not the legs exactly, but like the brace that holds up the back of it. I almost said the marquee, but...
Yeah.
You know, the face of the
Yeah.
high score thing. Oh, yeah, his little high score counter doesn't work anymore.
That
Like that little
sucks.
digital counter digital thing at the bottom of his... I don't know. I hope you understand what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
But yeah,
I know.
It used to work when he first got it, and it just like, one day he turned it on, and it just didn't work. And it was like, alright, well...
It looks like there's 2 more levels. So we're almost done.
I don't know, 2 months ago or something, 3 months ago, I was still working from home.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a lot of dead downtime while I was working from home between dispatching trucks. So I would play. I actually hooked up my N64 again and started playing Star Fox 64.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Star Wars Racer game.
Pod Racer? Yeah,
Yeah.
I still have that though. I still have it. But no, I played Star Fox 64, and boy, it was harder than I remember it being.
It is hard. That's probably like my favorite N64 game. I put in a lot of hours into that, and It's probably one of the few N64 games that still like holds up pretty well.
Oh yeah.
I just wish like they made a decent sequel after that, but they never did.
Did they remake Star Fox 64 when they were like remaking 64 games for the 3DS?
Yeah, they do have a 3DS remake.
Okay. I know they made one for like Ocarina of Time and stuff. I just didn't know if they had one for Star Fox.
All of the voice acting was redone.
For Star Fox?
Yeah, I believe so.
Why? There's no reason.
They did it anyway, I guess. I don't know.
That's unnecessary.
I think one of the characters was voiced by someone else because the original voice actor died. I could be wrong.
That's another reason to keep the old recording.
I know.
And enhance it the best you can so it matches all the new stuff you made for no good reason.
I know. I don't know why they did it, but they did it.
Warning. Warning. A huge battleship. Deadly.
Deadly Crescent. What?
A crescent.
Why does it look like...
There's a lot of fish in this game.
Yeah,
have you noticed that?
Man? Space fish over here.
Like the other one was like an angler fish.
I don't know why saying space fish made me think of Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
I don't know if there's any fish characters in that.
No, I think just saying space fish
Oh.
made me think of Space Ghost. I don't know. My brain works in weird ways.
Yeah.
God, this is a lot going on. Man.
This is yeah.
It's a pretty good seizure-inducing game.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna put a seizure warning like in the video title if this does make it to YouTube.
I would, yeah. It's a pretty cool looking game though.
Yeah.
Like graphically, I like the characters. I like the art.
Yeah. The design of like everything is really slick.
What is that in the background? What keeps happening?
What?
That.
That's me. I'm doing that. It's a bomb.
Oh, okay. I just thought like random space like wormholes were just opening up or something, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's a bomb, and it looks like it sucks everything in, so I don't have to like.
Weird explosion though.
Yeah.
Why you?
Which one should I do?
Cloud City up top.
Okay. It picked it for me.
Zone S is over.
Or was that 5?
It was S.
It was S, yeah.
Because now we're on X.
Yeah, Cloud City.
There's no music. What the heck, man?
Oh, is that your shooting? I thought that was music.
No, it sounds like some guy yelling. Kinda, doesn't it?
Oh.
Aww. Whoa.
Unnecessary.
There's gotta be Zone Z. There has to be Zone Z. So this probably isn't even the last level. This is like crazy though. I wonder if the fact that there's no music is like a glitch, or if that was done on purpose. It seems out of place to not have music in this. Oh, here we go.
Right. The game was tired of it. Was like, all right, well that was a quick boss fight.
Wasn't a boss, it was just
I know,
a giant enemy.
Kaboom.
Oh,
that's so cheap.
Yeah. Some BS right there.
I thought it was like a delayed thing when it started going up, it was gonna go up slow.
Well, you have to like bait it and then cut off the chains.
I was gonna say, yeah, as soon as you pull it up, it just drop quick. Like,
Yeah.
Where's those exhausts?
Remember that game Silver Surfer? On the NES?
Oh my god, yes. Where you touch anything and it's over. You start the game all over again.
I don't know why, but this reminds me of that.
And it was so hard, but no, that was way worse because you couldn't tell what was in the background or the foreground.
This is actually fun.
Is that a crab? Yeah, what's with all this? What?
That's cool looking.
It just doesn't look like it belongs.
It almost looks 3D.
That's what I was saying. Like, graphically looks different than the rest of the games. It looks like it's a mix between a deleted character from a PS1 game and the CGI they used in Scorpion King.
Scorpion King looked better than that, man.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen that.
Want me to show you a picture?
No.
And you can pin it to the video. Kaboom, Mr. Krabs. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
This is Plankton trying to steal his formula.
Right. Yo, if he should just do this. He's so smart. He's like this mad scientist. Just, dude. Come on.
Didn't he almost steal it like a couple times?
Yeah. He stole it once, but Mr. Krabs changed it out and told him that the secret ingredient was sea cucumber or sea plankton or something.
Didn't he say it was like fish at one point, so it was like cannibalism?
It was something, yeah. But yeah, no. But the recipe that Plankton stole was that plankton was one of the ingredients.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And
of.
he was like, "Not having it. You can have this back. I'm not selling this."
It's sort of like true to like marine biology, because don't fish eat plankton? So it would make sense. Well, it looks like he's done. Yeah, there's got to be, yeah. Oh no, that's just final zone. Let's see if this is the
And then
end.
it pops up with Michael Rosen. He's like, "Psych."
So he's escaping. I'm not reading all that.
If you want to read it, just pause it.
Yeah.
Oh, the crab is back.
No, that's it.
Wow. It was an arcade game.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you think?
I actually thought it was visually incredible.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird space robotic fish in this, but
I think that's kind of like the theme.
yeah.
This is actually a series. There's multiple Darius games, but this one just kind of jumped out at me. I saw it on YouTube a while ago, and I was like, I want to play that.
Yeah, it looks incredible. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I'll definitely look into it on my own when I have some time at home. I like the artwork a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I guess we have Kat and Masami.
Masami
and Baba to thank for.
A lot of like Japanese programmers, they go by nicknames.
I hope so. I hope that's what it is. I mean, I know some weird people in my life, but I haven't known any Babas.
Yeah.
I hear Baba and I think of Black Sheep.
All right. Well, guys, if you like what you see, you can subscribe. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing more of these. This was just kind of a test video, just testing things out. So, do you want to plug your channel?
No, I don't even use that channel anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. There's nothing there to watch, really.
Well, it's Oriinofthewoods.
Yeah, it's Oriinofthewoods.
With 2 eyes, right?
Yeah, with 2 eyes in Orin, of course. And it's mostly just a couple of Minecraft videos.
Yeah.
That are like 5 years old now.
I think you did like a Delver video.
Delver, yeah. I did GTA.
You should get back into that. It's kind of fun making videos.
I'd rather do something like this, actually. I think things like this would be more fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely.
Alright guys, we'll have a good one. Thanks for watching. That's it.
Nice. That was actually a really good game, dude. Like, visually, like, I really enjoyed the way that looked.